AD. Let's look with 15 points clear. You're top of the Premier League. It's yours. The
Yeah,
engraving has started.
yeah. Let's not muck about and
How
pretend.
how do Liverpool concentrate between now and the end of the season to get the trophy over the line, as well as competing for the Champions League?
Could you ask that question again, please? Like, we rephrase it. What?
Like, how important is it, I guess, for Liverpool to still act as if this title isn't won yet, or should they kind of take their foot off the gas in the league and have a look and keep their eggs in the Champions League basket, where they're like, you know what, because there's a treble on. I mean, you've got obviously Newcastle next week in at Wembley, where the first trophy. Once you tick that off, it's like off we go now. Let's just finish the last couple of games. I think you got 5 wins in the Premier League before you're champion.
Yeah, something like that.
So 5 more wins and you're Premier League champion. You know, do you take your eyes off it a little bit and focus on the Champions League, because it's tough?
I think, and funny enough, I think Arteta sort of said this. You know, the top players, top teams. You know, you've got to be at it 50, 60 games in the season to ultimately get things over the line. And I think, don't get me wrong, I think there is scope for us to maybe, as we've done on the weekend, by the way, where Arne Slot he looks at this game, and I don't know like whether this was pre-planned or not, but he said, "What the hell is going on?" He said, "Costas, you off?" He said, "Curtis Jones, you off?" He said, "Who else? Szoboszlai, you get the hell out of here." And he said, no, guys, this is so bad. I know this is Southampton, but this is awful. So I think there's a bit of flexibility that we do have where we can obviously do stuff like that and utilize the squad. But ultimately, we just I don't think we can take a foot off any gas. I think we're out the FA Cup now, so let's sort of use those extra days to rest, relax, and whatever. But listen, up until May, heavy metal, and we've seen it from the side before. You know, when we talk about the large bulk of the side, your Allisons, your Van Dijks, your Salahs, your Robertsons, your Trents. These are the same guys that have got 97 points in the league and won the Champions League. So they've shown that they can operate at a high level on both fronts. I don't see why this season should be any different. As you said, let's sort of tick off the Carabao Cup, get that momentum, and then let's treat both cups with the respect and reverence that they both deserve.
I don't think the Premier League deserves reverence this year. I don't think it does at all. This is not nothing on Liverpool at all.
Yeah.
It's a shambolic league this year.
Yeah.
It's a shambolic league this year. But
15 points, blood.
15 points in the month of March. That's nasty work. That's nasty work. And I think who's got the game in hand? Is it us or you?
No, we.
Okay, right.
Arsenal have the game in hand. Yeah.
Okay.
Which we're going to draw and lose.
Which one? What, Chelsea? Because
Mm-hmm.
it's Chelsea, isn't it? I think the game in hand, basically.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, it's Chelsea on Sunday. Look, it doesn't deserve Liverpool's respect. If I'm honest, you've come here, you've slapped guys left, right, and center. You know what I mean? The only thing you'll probably say is, "How have we not beaten Forest this year?" Okay, you win some, you lose some. you take it. You are Premier League champion.
And also as well, football's a really, really funny, odd game, and it's one of those things that I guess we'll never know. But maybe Arne Slot had to go through that Nottingham Forest humbling to truly understand the league that he was in, to truly understand what he can and can't do in this league. So maybe let's just say we couple together and we beat Forest 2-1. Who knows? We might actually be worse for it now. Obviously, I give you a couple examples. Obviously, from that game, what he learned was after the international break, there's certain particularly the South Americans, I can't even look in their direction because they're fatigued. There's certain
they
ways
are flying from God knows where.
you know what I'm saying? To play at 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock kickoff. Mo Salah, what's the best way to utilize him at points and at times in the season as well? So. Yeah, but so whilst because bro, I swear to you, he's mentioned that not in the first game about 60 times. I kid you not. He's mentioned that, so it's clear like it's eating him away, it's eating him alive inside. So I'm sure
It's his only L, isn't it?
yes, it's only
In the
L, yeah.
league.
And
Yeah.
that proves my point. I'm sure he's looking at it and he's thinking to himself in his bald heads, we should be. Why aren't we looking at an invincible season this year? I'm sure that's what Arne Slot's thinking. Why? And hopefully we can take that bit of anger, use it to get over the line this season, and hopefully that's a quiet aim. Of course, you're never gonna, the invincible feat is never going to be done again. But let's at least aspire to it. When we won the league in 2020, I think our first L came in March. So if you can aspire to it and try your best, you're going to amass a higher amount of points. So the less games you lose, you're going to amass a higher amount of points. So yeah, I think it's one of them.
What you guys? What's your current trajectory?
What do you mean?
How many points can you?
97. So 97 is the most
okay.
we'll get. So, but look, I think the gauntlet to the lads. I think my definition of a title winning season is 30 wins or 90 points. So I think my aim to these boys is look, let's get 90 points over the line and let's actually say, right, this is actually a proper comprehensive season. Now it made because we've won the league so far, so early. It may be a point where there's a bit of a drop off, as we saw in the 99-point season, where maybe if City were on our tails, we'd probably have that extra motivation to get 100, 101, 102 points. So yeah, I think it's one of them. Let's 97 points on the table. If we could get 90, yeah, happy days.
What's astonishing though, guys? Liverpool have 70 points.
Yeah.
Today. Like 70 now.
And the next team is 55.
There's 2 months to go.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, because I think certain men have been really quick to sort of poo-poo, the credentials of this Liverpool side. But what we're seeing within it is we're seeing, some, all-time Premier League players balling out. Mo Salah's on course to have a record-breaking season. And I think Peter, to your point, when we actually look at the end of the season, we'll actually look and say, no, hang on a minute, Liverpool side, no, they were worth the league title. That was actually a brilliant side. It's obviously it's not, they're not necessarily going to go down as one of the greatest sides in Premier League history. Truth be told, they're not going to go down as one of the greatest Liverpool sides in the past 5 years. But this is what we've got at the moment.
I mean, they'll make a case if they get 90 plus points. They'll be making a case. It depends
what they do in the Champions League as well.
And also, this enhances Klopp's legacy. By the way,
absolutely,
it just enhances it.
Absolutely.
If you think Slot winning means it diminishes Klopp, in fact, it gives you the point. Like, he's the first manager, one of the first managers to actually leave a club in a state that was ready to go again, because Fergie didn't, Wenger didn't, Mourinho didn't. Do you know what I mean? You realize, like, oh my God, it takes a while to restart and make this team get back to the top. So if Guardiola left City now, they're not. You couldn't see a manager coming in there and winning a league title with the current squad.
You couldn't.
Do you know them ones? And I thought Klopp was really exceptional. And he is, don't get me wrong, but like the fact that Slot could slot in and literally pick up a title in his first year, is incredible scenes.
But also,
question,
just to end on the Klopp point, going back to your Jurgen Klopp point, if we flip the axis on Liverpool season, and let's say, I don't know, we're on 47 points and we're fighting for the top four. What will I be coming on the podcast every week saying? How the hell have we not let this man sign a single player for the starting 11?
Yeah.
We've come into the season and we've allowed our three best players to essentially be in the last year of their deal. So look at the dark cloud of negativity that brings over the club. So ultimately, there are so many different factors. He didn't have a ready-made. He came into the side. He didn't have a ready-made six. You see what I'm saying? So there are, and this is why coaching is so important, because all of those factors are perfectly valid mitigations for why he may not necessarily do well.
Yeah,
he's sort of taking it in his stride, and he's grabbed Ryan Gravenberch and he's molded him into what he wants. And he said, okay, I can't buy anyone this summer. Fine, this is a really, really good crop. And if this is the last year I'm going to get out of the Trent, Salah, Van Dijk, then let's make it a bloody good one kind of thing. So yeah, just perspectives as well.
Gravenberch is definitely the best defensive midfielder in the league. Country mile. 22 years old, is he?
2002.
Byron Rodri.
I think he says 23.
Sorry, I mean the season. Like he'll be
yeah, he's 22. Yeah, so he's eligible for the
he'll be in the team of the year slot, like comfortably in that sixth position. Oh God, yeah. This season, yeah. Who's been a better six than him this season?
No one, man.
Did they argue with Caicedo?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not, man.
Oh my God, what are we talking about?
To be fair, no, I think Caicedo dropped off a bit. No, there was a period in the season where Caicedo was exceptional as well.
But I think when Caicedo was at his best this season, I think Gravenberch was a couple of steps higher. In fact, Gravenberch might not be as superb lately as he has been this season, but when he was at his top this season, my God, he was head and shoulders.
About that is. Actually, no. To be fair, I am starting to see fatigue creep into his game. I can't lie. But do you think it's the new babies turned into a toddler syndrome with Gravenberch, wherein what wowed us game week 2, game week 3? Now we're in game week 29, 30 now. It's like, well, he's been doing that all season anyway. It's not even a wild thing no more.
No, it's the classic. That's the defensive midfield role. It's not glamorous.
Yeah,
it's not glamorous, and it's them ones where like it's like a DJ. If a DJ only when a DJ is bad do you acknowledge that they're bad, or a chef is bad when the food is poor. We don't talk about how great the DJ is or how great the food. Yeah, exactly. So that's the Gravenberch. It was like, oh, the DJ's first couple of songs. Oh yeah, this is the vibe. Yeah, and then we forget all about that. In fact, we're like, play this. Play this, play that. Make sure we start asking for more because they gave us a little inch. Yeah. So now we're like, oh, hello, what we got here? If you're a centre forward, everything is glorious, luxurious. If you're a winger, glorious, luxurious.
Oh, the six is the warm up DJ. That's what the six
is. The warm up DJ.
The warm up DJ. It's getting us into a mood. You know what I mean? Like it's the number 9 is hit after hit after hit.
I'll never forget.
He's playing day in line cards. He's doing everything.
Well, that 1 a.m. DJ that's always late.
I'll never forget it. Wenger said this. Yeah, I'll never forget it. Wenger called Gilberto Silva the invisible wall, and he said he used to sweep Vieira's mess. What? That's when my level for that position just grew 10 foot taller, because I was like, wait a minute. He said this guy just swept. He just cleaned and swept, all season long, and then he got his first goal of the season in April. Do you know what it was? It's that kind of thing. He gets his first goal of the season in April, and it's like, yeah, we're champion. It's just not glamorous. That's all.